You are already crystalline beings. Your skeletons represent crystal consciousness. So crystal consciousness already exists within you. So the carbon-based dimension to you is something that will expand over time. So carbon is actually one of the highest energetic elements that exist. Because remember, it is carbon that is structurally connected to the gem on your planet that you call the diamond. So carbon is an incredibly high quality, you could say, scaffolding for biological life to utilize in manifesting itself. As your consciousness evolves, the multidimensional properties of the carbon begin to express itself. In terms of number frequencies, carbon connects to the number that you call 0. Think of 0 as a type of womb. From the 0 point, anything can be created. So as you raise your frequency, it's not necessarily that you shift from carbon to silicon-based life or something like this, but rather the carbon frequency begins to express itself more multidimensionally, and that allows for greater levels of photonic light to be channeled in through the carbon, and that then informs the DNA and guides the DNA in its evolutionary process. And as the DNA evolves and is able to handle more high frequency light, that high frequency light then impacts the skeleton, and the skeleton then becomes more capable of also storing that high frequency light in the body. And it creates what you would consider to be a positive feedback loop. Because as more of this high frequency light is stored within the crystalline consciousness of the skeletal system, the carbon will then take its cue from that and will also begin to expand itself more multidimensionally. This will create shifts within consciousness. This will create changes in the electromagnetic field that surrounds your body that you call the aura. The aura will begin to shift, and that's what allows for the astral body to begin to develop. And as the astral body begins to develop, it is as if over time, the material physical body begins to dissolve slightly and begins to actually empower the astral body. And it is very similar to your concept of ascension, that the physical body actually transforms into a body of light. This does not happen all at once. This happens gradually for most people on your planet. For some people, this has happened all at once, and you call most of those people ascended masters. But for most of you, this is a gradual process, and it is the carbon, once it is expressed more multidimensionally, that acts as a primary portal for this higher frequency energy to then inform the DNA, and that energy that the DNA then responds to and amplifies is ultimately stored within the skeletal system.